his running back. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. This is the offense we're going to see coming up in this one, and Travis Kelce will be key.
What a tremendous weapon he is, especially in the red zone. Knows how to find the end zone when running his routes.
Hurry up, here we go. Good. Back there, here we go. Hurry up.
Here's Davis now. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. And now the starting defense for the Browns.
If your day involves blocking Danny Shelton, you better pack lunch and dinner. It's an all-day job.
Here we go now.
On play action, they'll throw. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. A good pickup there, 22. And on this first drive, looks like they want to get that vertical passing game going early.
And they did, and what a warning shot they just fired. If you're not going to back up and play coverage deep, we're going to attack you all game long. And once you adjust to that and you start to back off, then that opens things up underneath. A really nice start for them. Great way to get the game going.
And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
In today's NFL, you hear all the time about stretching the field and creating space in order to run plays. A toss play will help accomplish that because now you're pushing a defense to chase you all the way to the edges and to the sideline. That's a nice run, probing now early to try and get things done later. Well, I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up your play action and throw the football. You control the clock because you have the ball and they don't. And often the physicality sets the tempo for the game.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. And now a high kick, but he hit it straight up. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. And he'll give it here to his running back. So he got free of 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Let's meet the offensive starters, and let's discuss Corey Coleman, first wide receiver drafted out of last year's class.
And there was a reason for that. When you watched his tape, when you watched his games, you saw his explosiveness and ability to play the ball in the air downfield. Don't get hung up on the fact he only ran 4 routes at Baylor. Just coach him up and turn him loose.
It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do, and it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He had told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there. You know, kind of like put up on the top shelf where the kids can't get it.
Looking to throw. He's going to float. That's caught inside the 20. And he's going to be marked down deep into Kansas City territory. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him. And he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
And a glance now at the Chiefs' defense.
Luke Kuechly is absolutely amazing. Maybe the best middle linebacker in the game. Not only is he cerebral, this guy's athleticism is off the charts.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And he whips that one incomplete there. Third down here for the offense after the incomplete pass. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And almost intercepted. Would have been a huge pick in the end zone, but as it stands, that brings up fourth.
A missed opportunity for an interception would have killed off the drive. They had a chance there to finish things off. Didn't get it done. I guess that's why a lot of those guys do not play offense.
So, of course, they wanted to find the end zone, but when you go on the road and your first drive results in points, I think you're pretty happy.
You have to be, because you've taken it to the home team in this case. And while you may not have shut up the home crowd, you've quieted them down a little bit. Good way to start.
And now here comes Kansas City. And last time out, they had to punt the football away. Anything positive possibly to take from that?
There always is when you're punting the football away. It doesn't sound like it because you're giving it up. But you've avoided a mistake.
At least you didn't turn it over.
You didn't turn it over, right? You're giving your defense a chance because you're punting the ball away, and they're set to go on the field as opposed to sudden change after a turnover. Wow, now we got to go out there and stop people. So, yeah, there's always something positive to be gained from it. When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
And that's exactly pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They come up in an offset eye.
Let's go. Green, 39. Leopard. Leopard.
He'll drop to throw. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Five yards to gain here on third down. In motion, Hill. He'll look to throw. The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle. And he gets this one across midfield for the first down to the 46.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
They run the counter now on first down. And an alley to run. And down to the 36-yard line here. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. Davis. And he'll go down at the 28. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
So the run moves the chains, and here we go on first down. They go again with Davis. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
so many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
And he's brought down. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal.
Now, I can't imagine any celebrations being any bigger than your first NFL touchdown. And this rookie running back is still seeking his. He's not going to get it on that play.
They'll come out in the pistol.
Now, look at 56. Look at 56. Let's go.
Again, we'll see the pistol here. His pass caught at the 4. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. It's the fullback. His first NFL reception goes for 6. And the Chiefs are going to take a first-quarter lead. And he'll bang that one through. Now, after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. And now the Browns coming out on the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too.
Right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But also have to remember, they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And that is incomplete. Back with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Browns with the football to begin quarter number 2. They've got it 2nd and 10 to start things out.
No. Check. Patriot.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's going to go up top again. And he fires one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. Out now the Chiefs offensive unit ready to do battle again. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. They come up in an offset eye.
Green 39. Green 39.
Now Davis. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. He only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
They complete it to Hill. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
All right, now look at switch. Here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively.
Green 39. All right, now look at 56. Look at 56.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. They call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down now. And on On third down, the Browns going to go with a nickel set. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Caught, Kelsey, left side. And he'll go down at the 28. Give him 6 on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't run good.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And almost intercepted. It would have been his second pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. Second down following the incompletion. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. Just a couple there on the 2nd down run. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8 situation.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
3rd down and 8 now. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. And now a whistle and a timeout called by the kicking team. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. The Browns send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He'll send this one into the Midwestern air, and it's a good one. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. And they've got to be a little bit frustrated about that last drive. Missed field goal.
Always hurts a team because, you know, you've put something out there. You've given yourself a chance. You're in range, and the ball doesn't go through the post. But it's not something to panic about, I don't believe. Just keep playing and keep going.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he finds a man with a crossing route. 26 yards on the pickup there. And it'll give the Chiefs a 1st down.
I don't know whether I want to be a fly on the wall or not when they hear the explanation of how one of the bigger targets on the field, the tight end could be that wide open and uncovered downfield. Who blew that assignment?
Somebody did.
No doubt about it. There's no way you're not going to account for him.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. It's Kelsey on the grab. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. On the carry, it's Davis. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Back to throw. It's Hill, complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to Arrowhead after this. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. They'll set up to throw. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he's going to be out of bounds down to the 25. A big play there on the catch and run. And the Chiefs are going to get a fresh set of downs. And the offense lining up 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's brought down. That one goes for 16 yards and sets him up 1st and goal.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice gain.
In motion, Hill. First down and goal, the offense knocking on the door. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Niall Davis, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead. And there you go, nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
And now the Browns offense trots back onto the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
And the offense moving quickly to the line. They'll run it now out of the gun. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43. A nice run there, 9 yards. And it'll be 2nd down.
And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line, lower than the defensive front. They move.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Fresh set of downs here. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. He'll drop, nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. The intended target was Corey Coleman, and now it's 3rd down.
My high school coach, John Ford, used to say all the time, if you're in a bad situation, laddie, don't compound it with a bad decision as well. And I think that's what we just saw there. Harassed in the pocket, and he throws into double coverage anyway.
He called you laddie?
He called me laddie, and that was the nicest thing he called me.
And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. Yeah, that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
And they'll run it here. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the 2nd quarter. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded at the goal line. And he's got room. And he nearly took it the distance. What a great return. He stopped right around the 3. Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never wanted to make something more important than it actually is.
And he takes this one in for a Browns score. Their big-bodied receiver, his second touchdown on the season. And the Browns have cut it back within a score. And that score there makes this a much more manageable deficit.
Agreed, because before that touchdown, this looked like this was about over. Instead, they've got hope.
And so they're able to convert the 2-point try. Well, I guess the coach looked at the 2-point cheat sheet, said go for it, get it to a 3-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call, and he felt good about what he had for a 2-point conversion, and now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half.
All right, now look at this. Leopard. Set. Here we go.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They'll get 17 yards there. And the Chiefs are going to have a first down.
For so many years, I was convinced it was a myth, because you always hear about the smaller running back. Well, he gets lost, you can't find him, and sometimes that's part of his genius. But it's true. You get behind big offensive linemen, the defensive line guys trying to find him, trying to peek around people to see him, and he gets lost. But this guy gets lost in a good way for his offense, picking up big yardage.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he's got this one just across midfield to the 49. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle.
And they're going to bring him down back across midfield at the 45. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. And they'll go on the ground. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
Let's go.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's sensed being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. So a 3rd and 9, and now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is third down. Now they'll run it on the toss. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a fourth down.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And that's going to leave them with just one timeout remaining still in the third quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. We'll be back. Here's Jordan Berry now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. And the Browns getting set to go. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack and what plays they want to put together. But they've got to keep it moving in the right direction because, as you did note, they are down on the scoreboard. First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down.
Detroit! Detroit! All right, here we go. Boom, landed. Detroit! Detroit!
Out of the gun now on third down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's brought down after a good gain. A pickup of 24 on the third down conversion.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some muscle.
Now hang on here. Timeout called by the defense. So, boy, that's already the third they burned here. They are out of timeouts now before we've even hit the fourth quarter. They'll run it now out of the gun. Shreds the tackle. And he's brought down. They give him 15 more, and it's another first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
A couple of cheats there to bring him down.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. First level defensive line, second level linebackers, third level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a first level run, and it was stopped by a second level player. It looked like they had something there, but I think that he was thinking about running with the football before he actually hauled it in, and that led to a big drop.
Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is third down. They come up in an offset eye, and he motions the wide receiver. On third down, he'll drop to throw. It's complete to Flainer, and he's brought down after a good gain. A gain of 32 that time.
When the big guy rumbles down the center of the field and he gains leverage on a guy trying to cover him, it is really, really tough for the defender to get through him to make a play on the football. That's why guys love to throw that route. Down the middle, throw it deep, and let the big guy go get it.
It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
Luke Kuechly combines speed, intelligence, toughness, puts it all together. It makes plays like one we just saw there. He may not be a big-time blitzer, but, boy, he knows how to pursue straight ahead and make plays in the run game.
Back to throw here. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And once again, the Browns are back in front. Game after play. They can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, You've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Evades the tackler, and now some space. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 17 that time. And that'll be good for a KC first down. They go play action. Blitz coming, and down he goes. The corner blitz gets there as he goes down for a loss of 7.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there if he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback who has to slide and find open space to throw.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. He rifles one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. Boy, what a turnaround. They exited the lockers with a nice lead, and now all of this. What's happened?
So when you start to write your novel, you'll start out with, it was a tale of two halves, won't you?
Right, but I'm a bad writer.
I don't know exactly what happened, because sometimes teams can go in with a lead and get too comfortable, too relaxed.
And this is caught. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Corey Coleman, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Browns add on to their lead. And he's able to put it through. The Browns kicking team out there now.